What's up, everybody? How you doing today? Thank you so much for stopping by. You are really appreciated. If it's your first time joining us, trust you me, you won't regret it if you watch this video until the end. And hit that button, the subscribe button, and as well just give your honest views on what you think about this particular video. Well, we're gonna be short and precise within this video. Well, we are actually in South Africa. Here's a map of South Africa. I'm sure you guys have heard quite a lot about this beautiful country, beautiful people, lovely space. If you wanna feel like you're in a different part of Africa and even the world, I urge you guys to actually visit South Africa. Well, what's happening in South Africa? Well, the South African president Cyril Ramaphosa has decided to actually take a flight to the United States of America in order for him to try and actually mend the high tension which Washington and Pretoria has been having for the past months since Donald Trump coming into power in January. Well, the key factors that have actually affected this whole entire tension which the South African government and the United States government have been having. Well, just to mention a few, it actually comes from South Africa's participation in the ICC court, actually calling Israelite a genocide country. And also, as well, Ibrahim Rasul's comment.
Discontinuity is almost that I think what Donald Trump is launching is an assault on incumbency, those who are in power, by mobilizing a supremacism against the incumbency at home, and I think I've illustrated abroad as well. So in terms of that, the supremacist assault on...
Well, I don't know if that actually sounds racist to you, but that's for you guys to actually answer in the comment section, where Cyril Ramaphosa is doing this in an attempt for him to try and actually rebuild the relationship with Washington currently as we speak.
About Donald Trump.
Well, we are going there as a South African delegation. I'm going with the ministers, and there are some other people who are accompanying me. And we are a sovereign state, and we will be conducting our discussions in a business-like manner, representing our country, the interests of our country. We've got a number of issues to discuss: trade issues, diplomatic issues, and relationship issues. So we are not going to be distracted.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can go there in a business-like manner, and negotiate further and things like that. But what is the outcome of these negotiations? Are you going to bow to him or he's going to bow to you? It's always a two-choice thing whenever you are negotiating. One has to bow down and give up. One has to defeat the other. And the way we know Donald Trump is not going to be able to actually bow down to Cyril Ramaphosa. Well, this is what actually Julius Malema had to say about
It was badly timed because budget is coming to Parliament for the third time, and the president is not there. Once budget comes for the third time, it means it's a crisis. You cannot leave your country in a crisis and go to America where you're going to be ill-treated. He's going to be ill-treated. He will not be given the necessary respect. And that's what Americans do. Madiba tried to convince them that there were no weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. And then the President Mbeki did the same, tried to convince them that there are no weapons of mass destruction. They still went on to destroy Iraq, even when there was no evidence. Till to date, they've not produced a single evidence that there was weapons of mass destruction in Iraq.
Well, just to stop actually Mr. Malema over there, he mentioned a lot of key important stuff that most of the people are not actually familiar with. Well, in 2003, the United States of America actually was able to actually invade Iraq because they believed that Iraq possessed weapon of mass destruction under Saddam Hussein. And what happened during that invasion? They actually couldn't find any evidence of any weapon of mass destruction that Iraq was possessing. But during that process of the invading, what is actually being instructed of Iraq's land was actually the gold going out, the minerals which were actually leaving Iraq. So what is actually Malema trying to make sense is that the United States attacks actually a country with no reason, but they have to always find a reason why to attack them. And that is a very key important stuff that he actually says. And also he says that for Ramaphosa to actually go there, you will have to compromise to the United States of America. Not the United States of America compromising to Ramaphosa. Well, let's get back into it.
So it's a waste of time. He's going to, if he wants them to start treating him differently and is going to beg them to attend the G20, he's going to have to compromise some of the fundamental policies of this country, which were not prepared. If he does that, he must not come back. He must stay there with those 49 Afrikaners already. He must also stay there because he can't compromise our sovereignty for political expediency. We've got positions on Palestine. We've got position on the embassy of Israel. We have a resolution of parliament that said that embassy must leave South Africa. Its majority in parliament took that decision. So you cannot go alone as an executive overrule the position of parliament. If he does that, it will be illegal and we're going to fight it. There are no Afrikaners who have been killed here in South Africa. It's not true. And there are no 49 Afrikaners who left South Africa. You all know that. It's a fiction. It's drama. You know, America with drama is number one. That thing is Muvango. I don't know what is Muvango in Africa. It's just a drama. I believe they landed and then they waited for cameras, took them pictures. The next flight back to South Africa. If those people are farmers, it means there are 49 farms available. Why are we not expropriating them? Because they've abandoned them. But why is the media not telling us? Because they say these are farmers. Why is the media, through its own investigation, say to us, this picture you see is a farmer at this. They are not farmers. There is no one who left farming here in South Africa. I suspect that those whites were these ones who were looking after cars at the parking lot. They were attending to cars and they went to fetch them there. They can't live. They will never live the kind of life they live here in South Africa anywhere else. Even if you live here as a millionaire and you go to USA, your money gets reduced to nothing. So no American or Afrikaner will leave South Africa for America. It's not true. Our country, there's no killing of white people. We're not killing white people. We're demanding our land. We're saying, let's share this land. Let's all work the land. And if that is a crime, it's a crime we're prepared to commit. Because we can't, when we're asking for food, and say, no, you're committing crime by asking. We're having a robust debate on land in South Africa. And that must never be used to silence us by America.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Do you think I should dare dilute these words? But without doing or saying anything, you know, yes. Every time our president goes to the West, we worry if he's not going to fetch new instructions, new tactics, and new orders of how to steal and siphon our minds, our wealth, and how to abuse our labor. So I wish one day he could come up with roses, you know, so that we can all be happy. Because he seems when he comes from there, he looks brighter than before. We also want to look bright and beautiful. Thank you.
Hey, my brother up over there has a little point. What if he's going to the United States for him to grab new tactics? Because whenever an African president actually goes overseas, he always comes back brighter. So what if? But guys, that is actually my thoughts on this video, and I will be eager to actually waiting for the comment actually that you guys would give. Other than that, God bless.